what's going on, guys? This is Mitchell. In today's video, I want to talk to you about getting to a genuinely happy place. There is a reason why I'm filming this video. So if you're someone right now that's just kind of like miserable, just fucking hates life, but you know that things can always be better, this is probably the video for you. Now, if you're already happy, you might not need to watch this, or you can learn something from me. Let me tell you why I'm even filming this video to begin with. So several months ago at this point in time, I went through a very traumatic event that every single man is going to go through at some point in his life. There will be no avoiding this, okay? This traumatic event, if you can figure out what it is going to be one of the worst pains that you will ever go through in your life. However, every single time this has happened to me, because it's happened more than once, I have always become a better version of Mitchell at the end of that tunnel, okay? So that's why I want to film this video, because it's been several months, and over the course of, as time passes, when it happens initially, basically what's happening is your like whole life is just ripped away from you, and there's literally nothing you can do to fix that. There's literally nothing. Men naturally want to fix things, but when this happens to you, okay, there literally is nothing you can do to fix that. And so, unfortunately, time is what is going to make things better, and time's a bitch because we want everything right now. But as long as you're actively doing stuff to work on the flaws that you can find. So a strong man blames everything on himself, and a weak man blames everything on others. So I am somebody that takes accountability for everything in my life, even if it's not my fault. So why I'm filming this is because when I went through that event, and it's heartbreak if you guys didn't know, the first month that I was going through this was, dude, it was a fucking nightmare, okay? But at about month 2, I started feeling like, you know what, I'm starting to feel pretty good again. And then month 3 and 4, I'm like, bro, I feel like a brand new person. I felt like I found Mitchell, but now I'm a much better version of him. And how I've done this is because I have, first of all, I allowed myself to feel my feelings and go through that pain. And dude, it's tough. It's going to hurt, but you have to do it. You can't avoid these feelings. So that first month, when you're sitting there, you're going to be hurting that entire month. But the more pain you go through, the easier it's going to get. And unfortunately, as men, that's how we grow as men. We have to get hurt in order to grow. That's just the reality of life, okay? So that first month was super painful. And then month 2, 3, 4, etc., right? Things get easier over time because time is passing, right? Time's passing. You're starting to focus on other things. And then if you're improving on the areas that you know you needed to work on, at some point in time, your focus is going to start changing on those key areas that you're wanting to build on. And then you're going to focus basically on other areas. You're going to be able to move on is what I'm trying to say. You're going to move on, and you're going to look for greener pastures, because now you are in control of what happens next. You are out of a situation where you are probably, you weren't welcomed. If in that situation you weren't welcomed. So now that you've recovered and you're a better version of who you are, it's likely that you're a better version and that person is doing worse. That happens all the time. Okay? So then the point of becoming genuinely happy. So in the gym the other day, I filmed a video just sitting here posting a reel talking about how happy it was. I got to a point where I'm listening to music. I'm in a wheelchair. I'm 29 in a wheelchair. And I'm in the gym just bopping around, enjoying myself, working out. I will literally go up to anybody I know. Today at the gym, I went up to one girl, one woman. One of the women was married. The other one I didn't know. And I was like, listen, I want to let you know, I think you are absolutely fucking beautiful. And then I just left it at that. That's all I wanted to say. Right? And it made the woman I talked to, gorgeous. It made her day because she just had a kid recently too. And I was like, girl, whatever you're doing, you look amazing. And she was real happy about that. That was the married one. And then the other girl, I just stopped and I was like, hey, listen, blah, blah, blah. And then I rolled away. And so that's what I'm saying. Asked me to do that. Oh, and then another girl was talking to another girl and asked for her phone number, and I got rejected. I was like, hey, you know what? I was like, that's fine. I was like, hey, I'll see you around. If I see you the next in the gym, I'll say hi to you. And we're cool. But if you would have asked me to do that several months ago when I was going through all that fucking pain, I would have been like, no way. Because at that time, my identity was ripped away from me. I couldn't focus on anything else but my past. But now I'm at a point now where what happened in the past doesn't fucking hurt anymore. And I'm able to see the future. I know now, based on all my learnings, all my teachings, all my educations, my studying, and shifting my mind to becoming a better, happier person, I know that the future is going to be better because I have better skills than I had before. I'm a different man now. I'm a better man now. I know more of what I want. I know less of what I don't want to deal with. Okay? So how do I even get to that state in the first place? Well, that's what I want to talk about in this video. And I kind of already mentioned it, but I want to keep talking about that because this is going to be different for everybody. But the first thing, and I always say this, no matter what event you go through, okay, whether you lose a job, you lose a business, you get broken up with, you lose your house, or it doesn't matter, okay? Anytime you experience pain, in order to process that trauma, you have to literally deal with your emotions. And it's so uncomfortable because it hurts. But if you don't do that, you're always going to hold on to that trauma, and then it's going to keep reflecting in your life, and it's going to make other issues worse down the road. So because I know that, I allow myself to go through those feelings. And like I said, it hurts. But after that, let me say, during this entire process, I've always been the type of guy that knows that as long as I keep learning new skill sets or learning new things, reading books, watching videos, taking courses, as long as I'm always learning something new, no matter how I feel, I know at the end of the day, later down the road at some point in the future, I'm going to come out to be on top of the situation. And look at me now. I'm living proof. I'm living proof that that's the case. I feel fucking awesome. A couple months ago, I didn't. Fast forward to now, hell yeah, dude. So, pain is going to be one of the greatest motivators, especially for men. All right, and if you're somebody like me that takes accountability for everything, because you know that no matter what happens, you can control the outcome moving forward, then you're going to want to do that. Okay, you're naturally going to want to do that. So this person, this event, or this thing that came into your life and caused you pain, the universe or God or whatever you believe in sent that person into your life for a very specific reason. And you have to take that opportunity, be thankful for it, no matter how bad it hurts, and you have to use that to go out of your way to learn more about yourself and then to fix the problems that you needed to fix, okay? Because no matter what happens, again, it doesn't matter what happens in your life. If something causes you pain and it hurts, that means that there is a reflection of you that you need to look upon and improve so that doesn't happen again. So this entire process, like I said, this has been several months at this point. So time is going to affect this no matter what. Unfortunately, time makes everything easier, and I've always known that, but time does not make anything easier if you're not actively doing something to become a better person. You have to participate in your own rescue. All right? So if you are a single man, you can't sit around all day expecting women to come to you. Bro, you got to go out there and you got to meet them. You have to. All right? If you're trying to start a business, you can't expect clients to come to you. You got to go out there and pitch clients every single day. You can't build a YouTube channel without filming new videos that are helpful. You got to become a person of value is what I'm trying to say. If you don't actively go out of your way to become a person of value, it doesn't matter what you want, who you want, or what you want to build, it ain't going to happen for you. God's not just going to give it to you because you're being fucking lazy sitting around and doing nothing. You got to go out of your way and build it. So that's what I did during this like I said, this heartbreak. And so the entire time I'm recovering, I went through that pain, but I was trying to figure out what went wrong, what I did wrong, what she did wrong, what I liked, what I didn't like, what I could improve on. I analyzed everything, okay? I have spent, probably hundreds of hours at this point in time learning about attraction, relationships, attachment styles, depression, therapeutic stuff, etc., because that was the catalyst for me to say, you know what, I've had enough of this. I've spent all this time, energy, money, etc. on this person. I don't want to keep going through these heartbreaks. So that's what sent me down that path. And oh man, like I said, dude, Like, dude, life is so good right now. Life is so good right now. I'm literally me again, but a better version. And so so genuine happiness, right? When you get to a point in life where you can start seeing small increments of success from the areas you're trying to improve on, you're naturally going to start feeling better about yourself. My ability to just go up to a girl, ask for her phone number or a date and get rejected and not care, that's a small sign of success, because that also is going to help me get over a natural fear of rejection that every single human has. I can sit here and get told to piss off on a sales call every single day. But when it comes to women, it's for some reason, men will separate those two apart. Personal life and business are two different things, but rejection's constant in both. It's harder to get rejected by a woman than it is to get rejected by a prospect, even if she is a woman, because this is about money, this is about my personal life. But the more I go out, the more I collect phone numbers or get rejected, the more success I'm seeing, the happier and more confident of a man I'm becoming. And so again, asked me to do this a couple months ago, I would have been like, nah, I can't right now. Like I'm not in a place and time. I shouldn't be involved with anybody else because I'm going to hurt both of us, and that's disrespectful for the person that you're trying to involve. That's why rebounds don't work. So you got to give yourself some time to heal, right? But you can't heal unless you actively participate in feeling your emotions. Healing from the trauma, so feeling your emotions and then doing something to improve on who you were previously, okay? So it's very common for example, if a woman's like, I need time and space to heal, and she breaks up with you, there's a 99% chance that she's not doing anything to work on herself. This is men included, not just women, okay? Or if, let's say that they are, I can guarantee you that they're not going to work on their lives as hard as you are, which means that you are going to come out on top. And if that person in this situation decides to come back, now the ball's in your court. Now you get to decide what you want to do. But if it's in other cases where, like, if you lost a job or you lost a house because you couldn't afford it, well, there's nothing you can do in that case either. You got to go out of your way and you got to find a different job. Or in the case of losing the house, you got to go find a way to make some more money. And that could be getting a different job. Maybe it's getting a roommate if you didn't want one. Like I've always lived on my own. I'm in a wheelchair, and I've ever since I've moved out of my mom's house when I got out of the hospital 6 years ago. When I moved out, I've always lived on my own because I know that if I continue living with somebody, I'm never going to teach myself how to do things on my own because I'm going to rely on others. I live in a 2,400 square foot house right now with just my German Shepherd and me. And I have to do everything myself. I don't have help that comes over. I do everything. I can go ask my neighbors for help if I need like a light bulb changed, but I can always text some buddies if I need to as well. So I can get the help if I want it, but is me relying on others going to help me improve in areas that I need to learn? I mean, I'm in a wheelchair, man. I can't even use my left hand, and I can't use my stomach. So I'm very paralyzed, okay? So there's a lot of things that I can't do on my own, but I always find a way to do it. This ties into the video Becoming Happy. I posted on my Instagram story at 4 o'clock this morning. I was just talking to the camera while drinking coffee, telling everybody that follows me how happy of a man that I am right now, when most people who are as paralyzed as I am are absolutely miserable. And that's because they choose to have the poor me mindset. I was hit by a drunk driver and there was nothing I could do about that. God or the universe or somebody fucking wanted that to happen, and it happened, and there's nothing I can do about it. However, that's also a sign, or like I said, everything happens to your life for a reason. So if that was just a way for me to learn how to become how to become like a better person, for lack of better words here, then it's showing. It's showing, man. I'm doing pretty good. Now, I'm not saying everything's easy. No, it takes more time than ever, right? It takes more time than ever. I get looked at differently. I get treated differently. Things usually take a lot more time. Things are much more difficult. My life's more expensive. It costs me money to go pee. So that's reason enough to want to make money. But I'm not complaining because I'm literally like every single goal that I've ever set out to achieve, I've always achieved. And that's why I'm as happy as I am. Because I know that no matter what happens in life, no matter what happens, as long as I go out and put myself out into the universe, into the world, whatever I want to achieve, as long as I don't quit and I keep working on what things that I need to improve on, I'm going to get what I want at some point in time, whether that's the woman of my dreams, whether that's the business that I want to build, whether that's a popular YouTube channel that I want to create. It doesn't matter what it is. As long as I don't stop trying and I keep trying to work on things to make what I'm trying to accomplish faster, I'm going to get there eventually. This is the mindset I have. So not only did I improve from this traumatic event that happened, but my mindset has always been things aren't going to get better unless I do something to make them better. And that's always going to make you become a better person. And so everybody respects that. Men respect other men who work on themselves. Women especially respect men that go out of their way to become alpha males and not those fucking beta males that just like, oh, I can't do that. Are you kidding me? Here's an example, okay? If I'm in a wheelchair, I might be like, let's look at those girls that I went up and talked to today. Right? Okay, there's two women. I don't know if one of them wasn't available. The other one, I didn't even try to continue a conversation with. But let's say that I was just like, oh, I'm in a wheelchair. Girls don't want to talk to me. It'd probably be easier if I just let them come to me. Maybe I should get on dating apps and just start matching and see what happens. That's a beta male mentality of, oh, life's not going to be better for me because I'm in a wheelchair. No, you know what's an alpha state? It's the fact that I'm fucking going up to these women and regardless of my situation, and I'm actively engaging in a conversation with them, whether that's just a compliment or trying to get their phone number. You know why? Because I know no matter what happens, my life's not going to be better unless I do something to make it better. And this will apply to you as well, and you will find that the more you go out and try to work on your life, the better of a person you're going to become, the happier you're going to become. More people will want to be around you. You're going to notice that you're going to start meeting more people because that energy attracts other happy people, and your life is naturally going to become better and happier because you're in a state where you're happy, where you're confident, where you're comfortable. You're not negative. You're not miserable. People want to be around people like that. I say it all the time. I've met more people and gotten more phone numbers and talked to more girls in the past 2 fucking months than I have in probably my entire life. It is awesome, man. And you can do it too. It doesn't have to be about the girls, but your life can be better too. Like I said, you can reach genuine happiness like I have as long as you just do something every day to make yourself a better person, okay? You can't just learn something new and not act on it. You got to learn something new and then go and act on it. The action, okay? There's a quote, okay? If you think you can or if you think you can't, you're right. So, okay? So it's like, I could do it, I can't do it. Regardless, you either can or you can't. All right? That's been the video, guys, about genuine happiness. I hope my tone of voice really set the stage for this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to watch more videos. And if you have any questions, comments, or things you want to list or talk about down below, leave them in the comments. And I would love to hear from you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon.